Dr. Ingrid Edstein from Valia Lifestyle, and I have Jeff Young here with me today.
Hey everyone.
And we're super excited to talk about resistance training, strength training, and why it matters for weight loss and weight maintenance. So you're probably wondering, what in the world is strength training that's not usually part of weight loss programs? It's cutting calories, it's doing a lot of cardio. So does strength training have any importance in trying to get to a better weight?
Strength training, in my opinion, is huge when it comes to getting in better weight. I wish I had a little chalkboard or something here so I could do a diagram, but if you could imagine a pie that has 3 slices and it represents your metabolism, and so the biggest slice of that pie is going to be the calories that you're burning at rest and or when you're sleeping, your basal and your resting metabolism. The next slice of the pie, which is going to vary but is really important, is your activity level. So obviously the more active you are, the higher your metabolism, and if that activity level includes strength training, then that's going to increase your lean muscle tissue, which is going to have you burn more calories while you're at rest and while you're sleeping. So it's going to have a huge effect on the biggest part of the pie.
So wait, so you're saying that strength training will not only increase my active calories, but I'm also going to be able to increase my calories that I'm burning when I'm not doing anything.
So there you go. So it kills 2 huge birds with 1 stone. That's exactly right. For whatever it's worth, the other part of the pie, the small slice, will include things like your age and your gender and your disease state, your thermal effect of food, or in other words, when you eat and your body will burn a little bit of calories. For the lack of a better way of saying, burn calories, but you have to consume, you have to process the food, etc. Yes, but once again, the 2 biggest parts of the pie are approximately 70%, 80%, 60%, depends on the person, but that's your resting and basal metabolism, and you want to maximize that since that's the biggest part of the pie. And the way to do that is increase your lean muscle tissue. So absolutely, strength training kills 2 birds with 1 stone, and it's the best way.
How much do you think it actually increases like the resting metabolic rate?
Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure of the answer to that. I think years ago they were saying like 50 calories per increase in pound or something like that, but I think now they're saying that it's actually more just like 10 or 15 or 20 extra calories per pound that you put on, but
all those extra calories
when they add
think about them over the
exactly.
course of weeks and months and a year,
That's
that's
right.
either you're gaining a pound of fat tissue or you're actually maintaining your weight. You might even be gaining lean muscle tissue and increase your resting metabolic rate as a result of that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So the number seems small, but like you just said, when it just exponentially adds up.
Interesting. So have you worked in any kind of setting where they use strength training as part of the program for weight loss?
So my first job out of college was at Duke University Medical Center's Diet and Fitness Center, which is a premier weight loss facility here in the U.S. and probably the world. And I got to see firsthand that the way they set up the program at the time, this was back in the mid to late 90s, but the way they set the program at the time was the clients or patients who went there to lose weight were required to perform 45 to 60 minutes of cardiovascular exercise 5 to 6 days a week, or they were kicked out of the program. They were not required to do strength training. I got to see firsthand that the ones who not only strength trained but took it the most seriously were typically the ones who lost weight at a faster clip, and they also had hydrostatic weighing there, which is underwater weighing. It's like one of the gold standards to determine your body fat. And I also got to see that they were the ones who dropped body fat at the fastest clip, which hopefully would make sense because when we lose weight, there's really, for the most part, only 3 forms it can come off in. One is water, but when you rehydrate yourself, you're going to put that back on. So it really just leaves 2, and that's either going to lose it in the form of fat, or you're going to lose it or lean muscle tissue. So if you're strength training, then you're going to and have proper protein intake, then you're going to hold on to the lean muscle tissue so that the fat just melts off your body as you lose weight.
Actually, truly lipolysis. You are burning the fat
There you
cells
go.
and tissues. And so if I was, comparing, if I wanted to lose 10 pounds by the summer in a couple of months, and I'm looking at doing a cardio versus a strength training program or a combination, what would be kind of the best way for me to reach my goals of actually losing that weight?
Yeah, well, that's fairly complex because it's going to depend on how much of an energy deficit or a caloric deficit you're in. So now we have to bring diet into the whole equation, and are you how much of a daily and weekly caloric deficit you're in? So I don't know if this is a direct answer to your question, but let's assume now you're in a caloric deficit or an energy deficit of 300, 400, 500 calories a day. If you're not strength training and you're only performing cardio, absolutely the weight's going to come off, but some of it's going to come off in the form of lean muscle tissue, which is going to sabotage your overall metabolism. So, and then from a scale standpoint, and it's one of the reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of a scale, is because the weight will come off also if you're strength training, but you may lose, as an example, 10 pounds of fat over X amount of time, but then put on 2 or 3 pounds of muscle. So the scale's only going to show 7 pounds of, and that might mess with someone's head, but that's the reason why you got to look at more how you feel, how you look, how your clothes fit, and not so much the number on the scale.
That's a great point. So it's really not about what the scale says and the number on the scale, because it's not what we're really after. What we really want is a better body composition. We want to reduce our fat mass, which is everyone's goal when they're truly saying, I want to lose 10 pounds. So I want to be leaner, I want my clothes to fit better, I want to feel better. It's not what the scale says. If we're all going to go down, that's kind of almost irrelevant, because if you're doing the resistance training, you're increasing your fat-free mass, your lean muscle tissue. And it sounds like, if I wanted to fit in, squeeze into some kind of reunion dress or wedding dress, I can just cut my calories, starve myself, and get there. But what I really want is to keep it off, right? And that's so hard to do. And if I'm just cutting my lean mass and I'm cutting my metabolic rate, it's going to be so much easier for me to regain weight. If I have a resistance training program, I'm increasing my metabolism, increasing my muscle mass, and I can have a much better chance of keeping the weight off for a longer period of time.
That's exactly right. And keep in mind that there's over 600 muscles in the body. So the body is this oven that you can actually heat up even more. The stronger you are, and the more active you are, and the stronger you are, and the more lean muscle tissue that you increase because of your increasing strength, then you basically light up this oven even more, and it becomes that much more efficient at burning calories. So absolutely, I think society, at least here in the U.S., they're putting way too much emphasis on the scale, and like you said, it's almost irrelevant. What matters is more your body composition.
So that's what's really going to matter when it comes to preventing chronic diseases as well, because it's what the scale says, and we want to feel better about it, but we want to prevent the diabetes, the heart disease, the strokes from happening, and the way you do that is through improving your actual body composition.
Right, and that kind of leads to a saying that I have, or I'm not claiming to be the originator of this, but in order to prevent chronic disease, or if you unfortunately happen to have it, the way to manage and control it is you want to be as strong and conditioned as possible. And if you're strong and conditioned, then it will close the door on chronic disease for the most part, and make it a lot harder for chronic disease to come in and make it home inside your body. But the weaker and more deconditioned you are, then the more you open up the opportunity for chronic disease to come in there. I know, once again, it's a very simplified way of saying it, but it's just the importance of being strong and conditioned.
And it's almost like taking this mindset of I need to lose weight, I need to cut calories, I need to restrict, I need to go run for hours per week. No, that's almost going to take you down this very unhealthy road, as opposed to shifting the whole conversation to how can I get strong, how can I get healthy, and at the same time have the benefit of losing the weight that I don't need.
That's right. And so people, so much extreme one or the other. If I don't go all out, and I don't feel like going all out, so I'm not going to do it at all. And it's so much better to just get started. Just get started. You find your sweet spot, your sweet spot that fits within your life. And that means, for some people, that when it comes to strength training, it's going to mean twice a week. For some people, it's going to mean 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. But whatever your sweet spot is, and then just maximize. And just start fairly easy, not too easy, but start fairly easy, and then progress in small tolerable increments. But yeah, finding that middle road and that sweet spot is so important.
So thank you so much, Jeff, for talking about how strength training is so critical for a weight loss program. You're really not even thinking about it as weight loss, but as changing your whole body composition so it's so strong and healthy for your entire life.
Yeah, you nailed it once again, and thank you very much for having me.